Hello, Whisky Buddies. It's me, your old pal Vic again. It's the 29th of December. I'm still here every night doing a dram. I think I will finish on the 31st of December, but I might do something weekly after that. You never know. But it's the 29th night on the trot that I'm going to share a dram with you. I'm finished my... Where is it? Oh. I had great fun throughout the first part of December, finishing my whiskey selection box, 25 drams. And I've been picking a few of my favourites for the last couple of nights. But I've got something, well, maybe not so different. It is a single malt, it's a scotch. But some of you might think that all the whiskies I've been drinking in December are all kind of potentially a bit exclusive. They're quite old. Cask strengths, single casks, maybe a bit expensive. So what I want to do tonight is one of my cheaper drams and show that you can get really good whiskey for decent prices if you keep your eye open, keep looking for whiskey. So the one I'm going to drink tonight is one of my favourites in the past, and it's this Aberlour 10-year-old. Now, this one, I'm getting through it, but you can still see I've got a fair bit left. This one cost me £20 in the local supermarket. And if you keep your eyes open, you can get some good stuff in supermarkets. £5 off, £10 off. I got this Dalwhinnie Winter's Gold for £15. It's not bad. When I was flying, I used to watch in all the whiskey shops in Heathrow and places like that. Got this fantastic Johnnie Walker Black Label Islay Origin. It's a 12-year-old blended malt. It's a litre bottle. And I got that one for 25 quid. So, and that is a brilliant dram. So you don't have to spend £100, 150 quid to get really good whiskey. You can get good single malt Scotch whiskey, and also don't forget the blends. Johnnie Walker Black Label is a really good blend. Where's another blend that I'm drinking at the moment? This is a really good blend. Dewar's 12-year-old. I got that in Heathrow for something like 25 quid as well. So you don't have to spend a fortune to get good whiskey. Just keep your eye open in the supermarkets. Keep your eye open on websites online, and you can get some good stuff for decent prices. Yeah, you can spend 50, you can spend 100, you can spend 150 and get good whiskey. But you can also spend 20, 25, 30 and get some good drams. I would definitely recommend that if you can get a hand of it. For 20 quid, Aberlour 10-year-old. It's really good. So, we're going to have that tonight. Aberlour 10, lovely colour. Now, I know that Aberlour 10, 12, 14, 16, they're combinations of sherry casks and bourbon casks. So you're going to get a bit of colour there, but you're also going to get lots of different flavours coming through. And I poured this one a wee while ago. And when I poured it, there wasn't a huge amount coming off on the nose. But if you leave it, let it develop, you can get lots of good smells. Now this, you can smell it's got sherry casks in it. It's kind of woody, got a little bit of raisins in it. Not a huge amount of sherry casks, I don't think. But there is there. But there's also those fresh fruits. There's the apples and pears that I get quite a lot in whiskies. And there's that little touch of vanilla. So there's quite a lot going on in that. For only being 10-year-old and only being 20 quid. Fantastic. It's a lovely aroma. No nose prickle. Really quite well balanced between the sherry casks and the bourbon casks. It's really nice. Nice nose. So, is the taste going to live up to that nose? Well, let's try it. Oh, that's a nice dram. It's not outstanding. Yeah, it's not as good as some that I drank over my festive period. But you know what? It does stand up to a few in there at a very reasonable price. It's warm. It's got quite a thin mouth feel, but it is nice. It's coating. It's sweet. It's fruity. It's got toffee on the palate as well, buttery toffee. But there's a wee bit coming through for the sherry casks there. So there's a wee bit of raisins, wee bits of coffee, tiny bit of wood. That's really nice. Nice fresh dram. Lovely. Now, yeah, it's not a Glengoyne 18. It's not a Tamdhu batch strength. It's not a Talisker 25. I get that. But it's a lovely dram. And at 20 quid, you can't go wrong. It's a lovely example of a space cider, that. It's got sherry casks in it, but it's got that sweetness and fruitiness as well coming through for the fermentation, and it's got a vanilla coming through for the bourbon casks. It's a really well put together dram, that. And I do like Aberlour. I like their 12-year-olds. If you keep an eye out in the supermarkets, you can certainly get them reasonably cheap as well. And the 14's really nice, especially a non-chill filtered one. And they're not hugely expensive. I kind of do the Aberlour Abunas, I have to say that. I really draw the line at that. There's a few of my whiskey friends that love Abunas. And I just don't get it. But the ones where they use the sherry casks on the bourbons, the 10, the 12, the 14, delicious drams, and I really like them, and not overpriced. So keep your eye out for single malt whiskey at decent prices. You don't have to fork out a fortune to get a nice dram. So I'm going to finish this one. Very nice finish. It's a reasonable length of finish, and the sort of sherry notes are coming out on the finish there. It's kind of woody, but at the same time, you've got that little bit of vanilla you're getting from the bourbon casks. So that's a super dram. That was the Aberlour 10. You don't have to pay the earth to get a decent dram of Scotch whisky. Just keep your eye out, and check out online as well. Check out all the, Amazon do pretty good whisky offers sometimes. I got a Tamdhu 10-year-old there for £25. So that's good as well. But all the online retailers have offers. Keep your eye out on them. And always go down the whisky aisle when you're in your supermarkets. Your Tesco's, your Asda's, your Sainsbury's. They all get whisky offers now and again. I remember a few years ago, I couldn't find any of this. Now, I got these in the whisky shop up in Dufftown. But the one before that, I found in a Sainsbury's in Nairn, and they were selling them for £20. So always go up and down your whisky aisle in your supermarkets and see what they've got. So tonight, one of my cheaper whiskies in my collection, my Aberlour 10-year-old, £20. Fantastic dram. So tell me your cheap drams. Tell me what you got on offer. Tell me what you're enjoying at a reasonable price, and share it with the rest of our whisky community. So thanks for watching. Really chuffed that people are still tuning in. That's great. After 29 nights, I would have probably been fed up of me by now. So thanks for watching. Have a good day tomorrow, whatever you're doing. I think I'm going for a long walk tomorrow. It's supposed to be a nice day up here, so a long walk along the beach to get rid of all the cobwebs. And then back. We're on a quiz night tomorrow night for our church. But I will be having a dram before we start. So I will see you tomorrow night about 7 o'clock. Have a good night. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay sensible. And follow the rules out there. That's for our own good. And I will see you again tomorrow night. So cheers, Whisky Pals. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.